What's good, guys? It's Queen V, and I'm really sorry that I haven't been here in a while, but a lot's been going on. I now have 2 jobs other than YouTube, so yeah, one of them is actually working at Starbucks, which I love, by the way. So yeah, I should actually say what's good, girls, since I'm going to be talking to you guys today. So this is just really random, but something was really telling me that some people needed to hear it, and I actually talked a bit about it on my Snapchat last night. So I was just kind of reflecting, taking some time to think about my personal life. And I was just thinking about how, in media, it's just really kind of in to say you have that one special someone. So to kind of be with someone, not to be single. There's some people who say that the couple life is overrated and stuff. But for the most part, when you have someone, a lot of people kind of think of you as better, or think of you as that you got it going on, or that you have something that all these single people don't have. Because it gets, for different reasons, girls get called desperate, girls get called sluts, thoughts, because they're literally just living their lives, doing what they know to do. Everyone has different backgrounds, everyone's grown up different ways, and they're just doing them. But because they haven't locked it down with someone, because they're not together with someone, and they're single, essentially they're just single, there's a problem. I need to address something right now. So like I said, I was talking about and thinking about my own life, and I was there are actually so many immature men, I use that term very loosely. Well, they call themselves men, but they're literally just boys, around us, all the time. I go to the University of Windsor, and I'm calling you guys out right now. So many of you guys don't know how to act, and you treat girls really badly. And not obviously not just here, everywhere. But I'm just saying that to say that when I was thinking about it, and I think about who they have proven to be and who I am and who I believe I am, and I have very few guys who are on my level spiritually, intellectually, and emotionally. The immaturity level is exhausting. It is extremely low. And y'all are my age. Some of you are a bit older. Oh, my sun just came out. Anyway, some of you guys are even a bit older. For example, if you tell a guy that you're not interested, they'll then call you a hoe. Oh, you ugly anyway. I'm really saying all of this just to say, if you are single, there's nothing wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being independent, being able to take care of your own self, being able to depend on yourself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If anything, in today's society, that is extremely admirable. There are so many people who are in relationships today who do not have any business being in any sort of relationship, because there's the mentality that if you don't feel complete, another person is there to complete you. And I remember at a church I was at in Chatham years ago, when I was just starting 9th grade, it never left me. The pastor said, if you think of yourself as a $5 bill, and you think if you get with a guy that was also a $5 bill, together you'll be $10. No, you won't. You'll just be 2 5s. You can't, the other person will not complete you. And especially if you don't love yourself the way you need to be loved, if you don't value yourself the way you need to be valued, then the other person cannot do that for you. No one else can replace what you're not giving yourself. You are not less than because you're single. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You are beautiful. You are strong. You're independent, and you can do it. If you want to get in a relationship later in life, or even now, do your thing. No matter what anybody else is saying, that's their business, that's their own problem. So many of the men around us cannot handle competent, intelligent, strong-willed women. Plain and simple, they can't handle it. And because you intimidate them, they find themselves sometimes emasculated. They'll lash out at women, they'll treat them badly, and they'll try to make them feel inferior. Don't subject to that. You are a lot better than that. You are so much more than that. And the fact that you may be intimidating certain kinds of guys, that's not the kind of guy you need to be with anyway. You need to be with someone who is strong and who can handle you. Don't get me wrong, queens and strong women can do so much on their own, and they can be just fine by themselves. But sometimes it is good to have that male companionship and have that king or your queendom to be able to hold it down for you, be able to put you in check when you need it and whatever, and vice versa. But bottom line is, girls, you are beautiful. There is nothing wrong with you, and do you and live your life unapologetically. You are not accountable to anybody but yourself as a single woman. You are, like, just take pride in whatever you do. Take pride in yourself. And if you are looking for a man, the right man will come to you. But like, during this time of singleness, enjoy it, have fun, do your thing, and like, be happy. Ultimately, you just need to be happy. Okay guys, I love you. I have to go to work, but I love you guys. Bye. Versachi out. I love you guys so much. Thanks for listening, and make sure you share this with someone who needs to hear it. Versachi's out.